doing? It's been crazy. The energies have been insane, what we've been experiencing, up and down and left and right. Oh my goodness. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing what you're doing. So I am starting my blog and I want to get it all out there. I want to do as much as I can. I want to just spread knowledge. So today I would like to talk to you guys about the hero's journey. I know that most of you have heard about this, know about it. The hero's journey is a template, and any Hollywood movie, any book, any story is usually built upon the hero's journey. Now, the hero's journey consists of 12 stages, but I wanted to give you the gist, and I'm also going to explain to you why I think this topic is important right now. So at first, the story usually starts out with us getting to know the main character, right? We see the main character in their ordinary life, in their everyday life, in an ordinary world. You get to see what they live like, what they look like, what they do, what they're surrounded by, their friends, their flaws, all of it. The next phase, the next part is usually something that changes their world. Something significant happens. For example, they meet that new person in their life, or in like an adventure, they would hear about a treasure, the beginning of the quest, the call to adventure. Then in that part, when they start going on that adventure, they always have to deal with the dark night of the soul. That is a big part before they go and get to that final fight. Usually there's always sidekicks and allies, some like magic potion, right? Or like a secret weapon or knowledge that just helps them, win this thing. Then they get to the defeat of the nemesis. But usually right before, there's always that point where everything seems lost, where things seem hopeless. And then after that defeat of the nemesis, the hero usually gets to return home and goes to their old world and improves it and changes it. So that's just the gist of the hero's journey. The reason why I think this is so important right now is because I believe that this process that we're currently in, the Ascension process, the Great Awakening, the solar flash, the big event, I believe that the hero's journey is basically the template for this as well. The reason why we resonate with those stories so deeply, why we can, watch a movie over and over and over again. We feel with the hero, with the main character, right? We cry with them, we suffer with them, we fight with them. We're just all in, and we can watch it over and over and over again. The reason why we are resonating with this template so much, it's because it's in us. It's deep within our soul. It's in our DNA. The hero's journey is part of our personal soul evolution. It is part of our evolutionary journey. Now, when you level up in life, right, or in your evolutionary journey, there's always something you have to get through, something that brings you out of your comfort zone, something extraordinary, and there's a certain fight that you have to get through. There's a certain thing you have to fight through, and something you have to beat, and usually it's yourself. In the end, it is yourself. So what I believe what's currently happening is that we are collectively as a whole, humanity as a whole, including Earth, we are going through the hero's journey. And I believe that we're in the stage of the final fight. I pointed out earlier that right before you win this final fight and you get to that final nemesis and defeat the nemesis, there's always this point in that story, in the template, in the hero's journey, where things seem hopeless, when things seem lost. And I wanted to mention this now because I believe this year, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but I believe around the end of this year is where humanity as a whole might hit that point of where we think, or it seems like everything is lost. But that is the point right before the hero gets up, returns, gains their strength, and wins this thing, right? It is, if you will, a natural process, and I wanted to make sure that you guys remember this part, because things are accelerating exponentially right now. Remind yourselves, there are still a lot of us who are struggling to understand why some of the people out there, many of the people out there, just can't seem to see things. How can they not see this? How can they not see this corruption, this playbook in politics, in our economy, throughout history, in our educational system, in our pharmaceutical industry, in our military, all of it? Why can no one see the bullshit when it's so obvious to us, right? To us, it's so obvious and it's always the same thing. Why can I not see this? The reason why I believe all of this is happening exactly how it must happen according to the divine plan is this hero's journey. Many of us went through all of this. Many of us are already there. We can see, we understand, we know what what we need to do. We came up with a strategy. We saw through it. We know who the nemesis is. We're ready for that, getting through there, for that fight. We are the sidekicks, as well as the heroes of the story. We are the ones who already understand what's about to happen, what needs to happen, and we're just waiting for the rest. Now the rest, they need to go through this process just the way we did. They're going to go through it a little differently. The circumstances are going to be a little different, but the template is the same. They need to go through the same thing. And I believe that the end of this year is that turning point. The end of the year is going to be where people are getting up, but everything is collapsing all at once, that things might seem hopeless. And that's the point right before the hero gets back up and fights and wins, and everything changes. So, beautiful souls, keep in mind that we are part of the plan. We are aware and awake at this moment in time for a reason. We are warriors of the light. We are on a mission. We are here to help humanity. We're doing this for a reason, and that reason is bigger than all of us. We're starting to remember right now. I've been having amazing experiences lately. I've been seeing and feeling and experiencing things. Oh my gosh, it's been so surreal and so unbelievably beautiful. I've been writing about this, and I'm open about all of this now. I held back for quite some time, but I know it's time to put it all out there and be completely authentic, and you know, this is me. Here I am. You're gonna start tapping into your gifts, God-given gifts, and they're not superhuman. We were just not able to access it. We were not resonating. We were not aware. We were on a different frequency still. Even if we knew all of this, but everything that we are going through right now, we're getting bombarded with these solar energies, which, you know, it's just pure information. It's just upgrades and upgrades and upgrades. Everything is there for us to get to the point of completely remembering who we actually are, where we come from, why we're here, what we can do, the truth, finding back to source, and remembering our connection with each other and with everything else that exists. It's the most beautiful time to be here. I know it's hard. I know especially the dark night of the soul is really, really rough. But we're here to do this. We're here to win this thing. We're here to fight. We're here to be strong. We're here to remember. And we're here to serve God. You're starting to tap back into those gifts. You have abilities. I'm just tapping into these things, and it's been absolutely incredible. I mean, it's been mind-blowing. I've started to see some auras. I've started to see some visions. I'm getting, like, telepathically I'm starting to not read people's minds, but I get these images from their mind. It's hard to explain. For example, yesterday morning I had an appointment. I was talking to someone, and instantly, like, you know, a second or two before that person mentioned a very specific item, that image of this item was in my mind. It was amazing. And at that moment I didn't quite realize what was happening. I didn't say anything to her, but for me it's like, oh my goodness, what a coincidence. And then I just realized this morning actually, not yesterday. I didn't realize it yesterday. The funny thing is, this happened before, several times actually. All these amazing puzzle pieces that are starting to come together. It's the more you're tapping into these gifts, into these amazing abilities. And I've had prophetic dreams. Let's see, how long was that ago? Maybe 10 or 11 years ago. I had a dream about our Earth and about the new Earth. And it was incredible. I was actually dreaming about the creation of the new Earth, and about how it pulled apart from the old Earth. And I'm gonna go more into these things. The reason why I'm mentioning this is, I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want you to feel like there's no hope. Things are unfolding. They're unfolding exactly the way they need to unfold. It's divine timing. And individually as well, for each one of us, we're all on a different evolutionary level And I'm not saying that, there's nothing better or worse, there's no ahead or behind, not at all. We're on different levels. All levels are necessary for our highest good. We all have to get through them. We all come from different places. Individually, we're going through this slightly in a different way. But it's all necessary. We're all part of this huge, amazing master plan. It is all exactly how it needs to be. And I'm starting to really understand how grateful we have to be to actually be here right now and to be witnessing this and being part of it. Actually being a part of this amazing plan and helping humanity. I mean, this is bigger than any one of us could possibly imagine. Even if you think you understand, most of it, this thing, no one's ever gone through. So, not in this way anyway. I wanted to remind you that we're here for a reason. I wanted to remind you that after this physical life, it's not the end. This is just a temporary version. This is just a temporary state of existence. This is a very short amount of time. And once we start understanding how incredibly beautiful of this actually is, our feelings, our emotions, everything we're going through, even though it's really hard, and most of us, a lot of us are not from here and they're not used to this thick and heavy, dense, these energies and these frequencies. But it's quite amazing to be able to be here and to experience all of this and to actually co-create all of it. What's on the other side, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be worth it. You're going to reconnect with everything that you love, everyone that you know, your soul family, which you're already starting to connect with because it's you. I'm eternally grateful for all of you. You're amazing. You're a beacon of light. It's been very lonely and it's been a very long journey. It's quite touching, and now I'm tearing up to be back and to remember and to know and reconnect and just do what we're supposed to do. Finally we know, finally there's clarity, kind of clarity. That's also a very strong word, but yeah, I just wanted to touch this topic and remind you all that we're here for a reason, that you're going through what you're going through because you are meant to go through it. You're strong enough. You're the only one who can go through what you're going through. I'm grateful for you. I love you. I see you. If you have any questions, if you need a little, boost, some good energy, some anything. If you have any questions, just let me know. Send me an email, a message, anything. Go ahead. I'm here. I'll try to get back with all of you. And I'll be seeing you soon. Hang in there. You are much stronger than you currently realize. You are amazing, and you're a light warrior. You are a child of God, and we're here to win this thing. We'll get through this. We're gonna connect, and we're all gonna be together. We are all together. We're doing this. I know. There's no doubt. There's no doubt inside of me that we're doing this, that all is going to be good. It doesn't make any sense to be here to be destroyed. Think about God, right? Why are we here? Do you think God made us and all of this, and this amazing opportunity, put all these prophecies out there. Let us know what's going on. Let us rediscover our roots and our history and our, true mission and connection to everything that is, just to destroy it all. The ancients knew what we're going through. They knew all of it. They put it all out there. It's all there. We just have to, piece it back together, because they didn't want us to know. They were in charge for thousands of years. And now we're all breaking out of it. So remember, you're here for a reason. We've connected for a reason. Look around. Nothing is going back to normal. Normal was not normal. A revolution is the creation of the new earth. Get ready for miracles. I love you. Thank you for listening. Talk to you soon. Bye.